Let me introduce you, Mr. Michael G. Davis. This is my client, Mr. Steve. This is CEO Coach Mike on Instagram. Mr. Michael G. Davis.
All right.
Going love.
Thank you. Nice to meet you as well.
Welcome to the city. This is Michelle. This is the lady that I was troubling yesterday with
Hello.
a silly question about scheduling the office time.
How are you? It's a pleasure to meet you
You
as
as
well.
well.
Thank you.
Yeah, she heard me when I asked you that silly question, so I just wanted to put a face with a voice. I appreciate y'all. Absolutely. Yeah.
It was.
Are you worried that using your home address for business puts your privacy at risk? At iPostal One, we can help.
Together, yeah, that's good.
And like I explained, yeah, the different odors. He seemed to not be surprised.
Yeah. I was.
Marvel, gravity, or something like that.
Yes, I've been in a hotel.
And told him, I said,
That's what I told him. I said, smell old.
it's like, this is when we were in the car after the tour goes. So I said, well, just felt trying to be professionally notified. I was like, and normally I'm pretty good at being professionally notified. But when the problem was, it was a different odor every floor. So, you know, like, if something smells funny, you can like, okay, it smells funny. I'm turning my mind off to how funny it smells. But every time you got off the elevator, was a different tweak. So I was like, oh, wow.
Yeah, see, coffee's not gonna work. Coffee's not gonna work. It'll work in a hotel, but it won't work in a condo, right? In a hotel, people like cooking, and people like they ain't doing that. But in a condo, people have it. And all they smell is in the coffee. Right through the smell. She already knew about it.
I was telling, I mean, I'm like.
Oh, you know, we were looking at this one about it. And the condo across the hall, the door was open, one of the names that got into there, takes us something to. Oh, baby. Jill's so funny that in my mind, I didn't want to bust on that house. But I'm thinking to myself, if I can smoke it, yeah.
You look so suspect.
He was like, it's possibility.
Right, no, but I'm always aware of my surroundings.
It's
so,
possible.
you know.
Say it was a possibility. Hey, he the one putting the smell out there, trying to get boys out of there, man.
Yeah, but we didn't really make a move back towards the numbers. We would lady who was these neighbors talking about. She was other part of the same area.
Yeah,
That she's working with the building on.
yes.
So I'm gonna go get the science on that, bring it back.
All right, well, we don't have.
We can take advantage of, especially because it's not, he's on public record yet, so there's not. From that standpoint, so I think I'm getting.
Yeah, well, one of our partners is about to come in here, and they're gonna bring some good food. My man knows how to cook, so. What's that? It's at 12. I don't know that 12. But it'll be here when you get it. It's gonna be good. Hey, look, and I don't big up, look, I don't big up many people food, but this dude right here has never let me down. Yeah, he can't, he cooks it himself. Yeah, he should be. And if, yeah, there's some. Yeah.
That whole first one, that's all.
Yeah.
Get rich.
Thank you.
Let's make. You got to, they said it, man. Keep on thinking. Keep on thinking. That's the metric.
You got some fun names. Parties in transition. He was like, "I'm just keep it real with you." He was like, "If you put on fun another Cadillac, they're only good for 2 years, or until the warranty goes out."
That's crazy, bro. 4 years? You need your transmission?
Like, you can't go over with like 60 and start strumming. It's so weird. It don't shake, but it like powers down. Instead of, yeah.
The gears are not there. And some with the gear, some with the gear shift. So you can't do a rebuild? No, you can get a transmission rebuilt. Or you can get the. So some mechanics will rebuild transmission. It's less than a minute.
It's less than one year.
Yeah, substantially less than a minute.
So what we ended up doing, we get an extended warranty from one of those companies.
Guess what?
Transmission's going out.
Who knew?
But then after you get that, then you can try to trade it in. If everything gonna go, like the electrical was already going out.
4 years?
You can't touch the radio. It's supposed to be a big touch screen like this size, but you can't even touch it.
What's supposed to do with this? So this, so he needs a photo of this. It's AK baby. Well,
I can't do that. I had 3 jobs this week. And I was going to school.
what you're saying is they slap.
Yeah. Speaking of moving. Yeah, I see a lot of people was coming. Hmm? You know, they be moving, they be doing stuff.
You want a pizza? Oh, he didn't have my feelings, bro. It's something. He's gonna get it for me. Well, I'm gonna be like, what is this?
Sunshine and rain, some things don't change. Thinking about the days we were young, innocent in our ways. We were young, girl. Nothing really matters. It always got we were young, girl. Such a feeling that is, let me get it back to you. We were young, don't have to wait. You know my name. Sunshine and rain, some things don't change. Thinking about the days we were young, girl. Innocent in our ways, we were young, girl. Nothing really matters. You always know, we were young, girl. Such a feeling that is, let me get it back to you.
Hey, man, I'm busy. Yeah, man. I did 42 special last Monday. I had one this morning. No, next time. Sorry.
All in one go. Modify your email.
Let's go before the pizza. Yes, let's go.
One click. That's more. Save time.
Okay, man, good to see you, bro.
Which SEO on Wix. My FICO, I get easy access to credit reports, 20% monitoring, and alerts from my FICO score changes.
Other credit scores can vary as much as 100 points from your FICO score. So why not go directly to the source that 90% of top lenders use? Want to understand and track your credit health? Get your FICO score for free today at myfico.com/free.
Hello, how are you? All right. I'm Jeffrey Luton. Nice to meet you. I'm the home inspector. Insurance man, pest control man, I'm a one-stop shop. Oh, we're going to conference? Okay. It says it's on its way, so it only half a mile, so.
Okay, that's cool. We'll wait, people still said they're coming.
No problem.
So we're gonna go over here into the conference room.
Okay.
Okay.
Oh, thank you. You remind me of my nephew.
Thank you.
Let me see your picture. You look just like him. Maybe related to some of that.
Do you have a presentation?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, not for this, we just gonna talk.
You wanna talk? Okay.
Yeah, let's go. So,
We're gonna record it on Zoom, so I'll give you my laptop. And then we can go to Zoom.
Oh, I'm just, I'm sorry. Kim Luton, how are you? Right on time.
Oh, yeah, girl, I'm just like, everybody in my month today is there, and I'm already loud, so hearing other loud people plus my loud, I was like, nah.
What's my loud?
And then Mike was like, is anybody in the conference room? And I think she said, no, I'm like, what? So here.
Good, it's why do you think about it? That's good. Your brother might get you all the back, but my.
We go to church.
Oh, yes, ma'am.
Okay, I heard, come on, listen.
Yes, ma'am. Oh, yeah.
Listen. What church you go to?
I go to, St. Lawrence Catholic Church.
Okay.
I go to different churches.
I'm the evangelist at Grow Church Houston. We are located in Greens Point area. Yeah.
I like.
So our services are on Saturdays. Those are only free.
Okay. I can explain that.
If you ain't doing nothing this weekend, we got our, it's roll her weekend. Right, so, we're kicking off service tomorrow, then we have a brunch for tomorrow, and then we have our closeout service Saturday.
Yes.
So we fight.
I'm gonna do this, take care of mine, but-
It's okay, but the next
But next-
weekend or whatever weekend, right? Yes.
Thanks, sir. Hello, everybody. I'm excited. I got some exciting stuff to share with y'all.
I'm excited.
I'm back, brother Mike. I've been trying to get in touch with my brother, brother Brooks and stuff, but, yeah, man, he's a hard man to catch up with. So anyway, I met, oh,
Make sure you, this is your favorite birthday.
no problem, man. You possibly, I'm just here.
No, I'm giving this to him. Yeah, right there. Yeah. Let me see if everybody.
Oh.
I'll be right back.
Thank you, thank you.
Absolutely.
I'm glad I shaved. I got my,
All of that, absolutely. I understand. Well, what would be a good
But
time
Mike,
for me
you
to
get my-
pull back
you
up
get my
maybe
text
in a
message?
month or two?
about the Kappa Black and White ball. Did you get that? Are you interested in,
So that's.
are you interested in coming? I'm looking for your
advertising.
advertising, of course.
Yeah.
I don't know if you said my team.
Okay, all right, perfect, well.
I'm not gonna invite Brother Brooks because he ain't never called me
And,
back.
I will follow up with you.
I said, I'm not inviting Brother Brooks because he ain't never called me back. I'm inviting you.
I appreciate it.
Yes, ma'am.
It's a real nice event, man. So let me know if you're interested in the 29th. Yeah, I'll send it to you again. We would love for you to advertise and support.
Call me directly.
Listen, we're
Yes,
doing the
yes,
ad,
yes.
I think it's $500 to put an ad in.
Yeah.
All right,
And then
great.
your wife and I can
Bye-bye.
sit at our table and stuff, and it's a real nice event.
Yeah.
Life is gonna sing, the R&B singer Life.
Okay.
Oh, it's a real nice event. And you know, it's our fundraising thing for we have our Kappa League program, and we send them every year for during spring break. They attend like 10 to 12 colleges, all expense paid by us. So it's this is a fundraiser to support our foundation, the Educational Charities Foundation. So anyway, your $500 ad will help support the scholarships and those things that we do. We send them to Kappa Camp for like 10 days at Paul Quinn College in Dallas, all expense paid. So we do a lot of.
It's out of the Houston area, right?
Yeah, oh yeah. I'll send you that text again with the flyer. We'd love for you to come, man, take your wife, and you can, I have two seats. I need you to let me know if you're gonna come as
Okay.
soon as you can. So your wife and I can sit at the table, so like I said, life.
Just gotta look at the dates.
I know, man, I know you're busy, brother.
Yeah.
I would love for you to come, man.
Yeah.
I'll send you the text. Let me send it to
Yeah,
you.
you sent it to me.
I thought
It's
y'all
our
could-
place, so one last call. Yes, y'all, listen, I told you I was doing 100. Absolutely, that was the 101, baby.
You know, I remember in sales, you want to get your nose out the way because the yes is
Get 'em out
coming.
the way. Yes. the
Yeah.
way you get to the no, baby. the
That's
yes.
right. There you go.
mean,
Yes, it's
stop.
coming. There you go. There you go.
Cause I'll be like, go ahead, Tim, you know, so I can move on.
That's right. There you go. Get the nose out the way. Get the nose out the way.
Hey, Brian, how you doing? You having a great day? Awesome. I like fantabulous. I like fantabulous.
I don't think it's in the dictionary.
Okay, but don't let food get cold, y'all.
Yeah, come on.
Yeah, I just need to write this note, maybe I can go. Hit that in.
Trying to go kill it.
Yeah.
Well, y'all go crazy on that food. Make sure y'all get some pictures.
Got some nice calm music and stuff here. Yeah,
Oh, that's for the people on Zoom.
yeah. Oh, okay.
Mike, can you hear me?
All of y'all in here, I'm sure. Y'all remember the Jetsons?
Of course.
Okay. I know you don't know anything about the Jetsons. But do you know the Jetsons had probably 54 in the first. I got you. But check this out. The Jetsons had all these
Mhm,
Zoom
some big
songs.
man will.
You remember we call it medical, like when they had the doctor's appointments during COVID. They
We
were
live
looking,
now how they was predicting us to live.
they already knew
They
about
just,
it.
they just didn't have no black people.
Driving in
That's
the
right, they
Aggie.
didn't know black people, that's right.
We're just
Exactly.
not driving in the Aggie.
That's right, exactly.
Y'all hear me? Hello, hello.
They got all this AI stuff and is that AI ready? All this technology.
Hey, hey,
Kind of sort of.
that's an avatar.
Oh, the avatar.
Shay,
Yeah, all this stuff here.
Shay.
I did a cold call for I said, hey,
Shay.
let's introduce myself. She said, do you have Twitter and Tweeter and
Hey.
Instagram? I said, I got it. I don't even know.
Can you hear me, Shay?
Hey Jess, how you doing?
I'm good. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay, cool. Make sure y'all get some pictures before y'all dive into that food.
Okay.
You keep switching that hair up. I like it though.
Thank you. All right.
What were you saying about the Jetsons? I missed it.
Oh, the Jetsons, how all this technology, like the Zoom calls, they were doing those meetings back then on the Jetsons. The what do you call them? Like the telehealth stuff when you're talking to the doctor on the phone.
I'm waiting for it to buy a car.
Yeah, I'm not waiting on that. Hopefully I'll be long and gone before that happens.
All right.
It's around the corner. Nah, I don't know about the flying car. Cause let me tell you, as I got. Mhm.
But look, we made it through, we done made it around road rage.
Yeah, it's true. That's true.
There are boundaries in the sky.
Exactly. But I'll be honest with you, as I gotten older, I don't like to get on the airplane anymore. So yeah, when it kind of drops, oh, I'm hold on, praying to the Lord. Lord, hold on. I ain't ready yet.
All right.
Just want to say I love how you put the who that together.
Is that Avatar talking to me?
Yeah, it is.
I'm starting old school, all this stuff here. Avatar's talking to me. Lord, you know we're in the world of trouble now.
Yes.
That's Jess. She's our digital and marketing.
She's like a real person? Really?
Yeah.
Are you serious? This
Behind
technology-
the
You hear me
avatar.
talking to you?
There's a real person
There's a
behind
real
that.
person.
See, this technology, I need to get with my kids to help me out with this stuff here. I know, I try to embrace some of this technology, but Lord, it's just taken away from the true essence of the old school. See?
So much AI stuff. Sometimes you have to really, or to know technology to know how to really.
Exactly. Yeah, well, I got a daughter in college to help me out with that. My college days are antiquated now, so.
But the reality is that you're already using AI. You just didn't know it was.
Just don't even know that. That's true. That's true.
Hey, Manuel, how are you?
My name is Uriel.
Mhm.
I like that her. Able to sign it.
All right. Y'all ready?
Oh, yeah.
All right, so thank y'all for joining today. Today we have Mr. Jeff Mouton with Who Dat Inspections.
Hey.
He's gonna give you guys some information about his inspection company, and he also has another business as well that he'll go over as well, right?
Yes, ma'am.
All right,
I
cool.
got you.
So without further ado, there you go.
All right, so I have an audience on here too.
You do.
Yes.
All right. Well, hey, everybody. I'm Jeffrey Mouton. I'm gonna tell you a little bit. Oh, I like to talk a lot from Louisiana. So give me a time frame.
We got 2 hours here.
Oh, 2 hours? Okay.
Oh,
Oh, yeah. I'm right in my element now. Okay, my beautiful people. I want to thank God first for allowing us to convene together and let us all come together and come out with something good. In Jesus' name, I pray. Amen. Okay, I always got to start with the Lord first. All right. So anyway, I tell a little bit about myself. My father's in the Air Force. So I kind of grew up all over, but my roots are from Louisiana. Married for 22 years and have 2 daughters, a 20-year-old and a 15-year-old. My oldest is at Sam Houston. She wants to get on with the FBI.
okay.
A little bit about me too. I graduated from LSU, went back to school and got an MBA. And I was listening to my parents. They were like, go work for a company for 30 years and join 401k and have benefits and live happily ever after. Well, guess what? I caught a little later on the companies aren't loyal like they used to be back in their generation. It's not like it is now. So anyway, I opened up a State Farm insurance agency. Well, I was an insurance adjuster for State Farm in property, and had a State Farm agency for a couple of years. Didn't work out. Then I was in Baton Rouge during Hurricane Katrina. It's funny how God brings storms to you to move you and put you in a better place. So guess what? I bought an Allstate insurance business, ran it for 13 years, had 2 employees. Well, when the doctor said that both my parents were living with me, because I was helping take care of my grandmother on mom's mom, and she passed, and my dad was diagnosed with prostate cancer, and unfortunately he had the more aggressive form, and the doctor said he has 6 to 8 months to live. So I called my manager up. I said, well, sir, it's time to put the sales down. If I got to take care of the man that took care of me, so anyway, so I sold it. God blessed me to sell it in 2 months. And I was able to take care of daddy for 8 months. I called the VA up. I said, my dad gave y'all 23 years and 9 months, along with my mom. My mom served just with you, because she was taking care of us. My dad was taking care of the business of the military. And so he went, my parents celebrated the 50th wedding anniversary. Daddy walked my mom and his queen up. They celebrated the 5th anniversary. That next day, literally, he couldn't walk. So, but we still partied on a cruise ship and did our thing. And the Lord went home 3 months after that. He bought my mom a Mercedes. My dad went out with like a G. So mom still lives with me. I still take care of her. Thank God she's still in good health, mind. We keep her busy with all the kids and all that. So I want to kind of add that little. Oh, also I'm old school. So my mom was like, you can always be learning something, because there was a lot of downtime when my father was on his chemo. So I heard about becoming a home inspector. I said, well, I have a background as an insurance adjuster. I can see the connection there. I have a background from construction. Well, I took the test and passed it. And this is the perfect segue to where I met Brother Mike at one of the HBREA. And he wanted me to share with his agents, kind of like how, I guess, how I've succeeded in this business here.
Mhm.
Well,
You got hustle.
I want that you got to hustle. There you go. There you go.
Hustle.
So the theme of my presentation is, and there's my sister, Miss Evangelist right there. I want to make sure she's here. Use God's gifts to grow your business.
Come on, man.
Okay. Now I'm not a pastor, I'm not a preacher, but I got enough word in me to
And we all
understand.
are.
Amen. That's it. That's it. Oh yeah, we all evangelize. Amen. So after dad passed, I was like, okay, that's when I really got aggressive with the business. First year, I'm like, what in the world am I doing? Why am I doing this? Well, I had a deep search in myself, like, okay, what do I need to do to really get this business going? So my mom said, I remember when I was young, I was in Alaska, as a matter of fact, and my dad had to do a special assignment. And my mom said these words, and it's funny how our parents and mentors, they plant seeds in us, and we don't understand why that seed is in us. But all of a sudden, when it starts really blossoming and cultivating and growing, the light bulb comes on. My mom said these words. She says, son, it's a sin if you don't use God's gift.
Amen.
It's a sin. She's like, it's like a nail being nailed on his hands and feet if you don't use God's, because he could have gave that gift to someone else. Well, my gift, I have several gifts, but the main gift is I enjoy cooking. And when I was at LSU, they called me the gumbo man. That's how I made hustles to sell, to pay for college fees and all that. Then I got active with my friend. I'm a Kappa man. I'm a noob and stuff. And I got active many years ago after life started settling down for me. And I was the chapter chef. Now, I didn't do all the sous chef and all that. I had the younger brothers do that. I was just the one that kind of put it all together. I was cooking for 70, 80, almost 100 brothers. Wow. Of course, with the help with the younger brothers and stuff. And so it's funny how God placed me in this. Of course, I enjoyed cooking, so it was a labor of love, I guess you want to call it. So I started making bread pudding and dropping it off to different realtor offices, because you always got the gatekeeper. And y'all have gatekeepers, and that's that no that y'all getting. So we want to try to get around or circumvent that gatekeeper. So I figured, well, the best way and I had an apron made and t-shirt made saying the best way to a realtor's heart is through their stomach. So I'm branded for cooking. So I literally would drop bread pudding out, jambalaya. I'm just dropping it off. Bam, bam, bam. All of a sudden they get to tasting it. They're like, hey, can you sponsor a lunch and learn? Absolutely. So I'm exposed to so many different realtors, and I'm at the point, my goal was to make it to 20 to 25 inspections when I first started this business. Like I told Brother Davis, last month I did 42. Now I did say I'm the Jetsons age. I'm 54 years old. So there's an old blues song say you can't roost it like you used to. And it doesn't have that kind of, I mean, you can use that kind of different kind of connotation, many different ways. I'm not young, and I train Kung Fu too. So yeah, I need to talk to you about, I train Kung Fu. I'm trying to watch my diet a little bit, trying to work on it, but that's a work in progress. But I am active though. So I was looking at the future. So I have 2 daughters. So I was like, well, and they're kind of girly. They're very girly, strong, but girly. So I said, well, I want to pass a home inspection business down to them. Well, I've always kept my insurance licenses up. So, well, before that. So a lot of realtors were asking, can you do termite inspections? I said, no, not at this point, but I will shortly. So I went and got my technician license up. Well, I've always raced, always go to don't think big, don't think small. Well, I opened my own pest control company now. So as I do the inspections, guess what? Would you like to have a pre-spray before you move in? Because, I did notice some brown recluse spiders, and now swarming season for termites, It'd probably be good to have a, pest control spray done. In addition to that, I know y'all know, but all VA loans require termite inspections, whether it's 2 days old. If the house is 2 days old, in fact, I got one to do today, termite inspection. So I'm like, okay, well, I'm moving around, which is good, but I'm looking for the future. I'm not going to be getting in attics in 90, 100 degrees, which is going to be 90 degrees today. It's rough. Well, I'm at the point where it only takes me 5 minutes, but still, it gets hot in 2 minutes. So I opened up an insurance agency. So I'm thinking, okay, well, this is a perfect connection here. I inspect the house, I spray it, but guess what? You need insurance. Well, a lot of insurance carriers or state farms are not writing insurance. Progressive, if the roof is 24, they'll write it. If the house was built in December of 2023, they're not writing it. Well, I have 3 insurance carriers, Swift, Wellington, Sage Shore. These are all A-rated carriers, but they're writing business, even in coastal areas. So I've been blessed to start growing that. And I really am passionate about commercial inspections because I'm now certified to do commercial property inspections. Those are your bigger dollars. I have one young man that's licensed and ready to go. He probably has about maybe a couple more months. I want to see a few more inspections for him before I release him, because if I put my name on it, he's got to be at least as good as me. So, but he's just about there. So that's pretty much it. I'm your one-stop shop. Oh, I do cater Louisiana food to market or to use God's gift. And what's my theme today? Use God's gifts to grow your business. In the words of my mom, if you don't use your God's gift, that's a sin. My reports are done the same day. I will not go to sleep until that report is done. I give the client a very good customer experience. I'm not your traditional home inspector. Boom, 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 boom. If the client is there, I'm gonna leave them happy, and they're gonna laugh, and they're gonna love me by the time I leave them. Because I'm not just because I'm trying to build relationships, because I'm trying to grow my insurance business and pest control as well. So I'm gonna represent you very well if you give me an opportunity to earn your business, okay? And if y'all do. I know you're getting all the knowledge and wisdom from Brother Mike, but I have a friend of mine who's a realtor, and he's done very well. And he's grown his business by doing housewarmings. Okay, what's your name, ma'am?
Shantae.
Miss Shantae. Okay, I'm your realtor, right? I just sold you your house. Miss Shantae, it's about 3 months after we close, okay? Miss Shantae, hey, are you thinking about maybe having a housewarming party or something?
You know what, I sure was, I was just trying to wait, get a few more pieces of furniture in here.
I understand that. Well, ma'am, I'll follow up with you in about a few more months.
Mhm.
And let's follow up on that. I would love to assist you with planning that.
Okay.
2 months later come. Miss Shantae, Miss Shantae,
Mhm.
Miss Shantae, hey, you got the extra piece of furniture in your house?
You
Yeah.
know what, I sure did, they just dropped it.
Girl, guess what? You got it going on. You know what? Do you have some friends, families, sorors, cousins? I would like to help sponsor your next housewarming or your housewarming party. Can you give me a list of your people that you would like to invite?
What
I'm
you
a
mean,
sponsor. Well, I'd like to, bring some food, and I don't know if you're a drinker or whatever, we can maybe have some red wine or maybe a daiquiri machine or something like that.
Okay,
Would you be interested? I
absolutely.
would love to send an invitation to all those friends, families, or sorority sisters for you. Would you be interested?
Yes, how many people can I bring?
Ma'am, you just tell me, give me your number.
Ooh.
We're gonna make it happen. We're gonna have a party. And, if you know anybody else that would love to, list or, buy a home, please keep me in mind too. Thank you, ma'am. That's one little plug for you. So, I know you already know all that kind of stuff anyway, but.
I didn't.
We don't.
Oh, really?
No.
Oh, no, I didn't know.
So you got experienced
Oh, okay.
realtors in here, you got fresh off the boat.
Fresh out the boat.
Here is array of
Okay.
experience.
Okay, gotcha. Well, anything I could do to support you. Now, this is what I love to do to all my preferred realtors, because y'all on my preferred realtor list. Okay. So what I would like to do is, actually invite you to an inspection.
Mhm.
Okay, because it's all about bringing value. You may not have the TREC license number as a professional inspector, but you could be like, I went on a few inspections with Mouton at Who Dat Home Inspections, and he pointed out a couple things. And what y'all could do is y'all got my number. Just as long as I'm not in church or a hot date with my wife. That's about once a month because we're busy with kids and cheerleading and all this stuff. And even if I'm on a hot day, I'm be like, baby, hold on 1 second. I gotta take care of this preferred realtor. Baby, hold 1 second. Hey, everything good? Hey, okay, I'll send you a text. I got you. So so I encourage you to go on a home inspection with me, okay? If you look at something and be like, I don't know, that don't seem right. I'm kind of uncomfortable with that. Call me up and do, we got the Zoom and technology and avatar stuff and all that FaceTime, Zoom and Jets and stuff, all this going on, AI. Just send me a picture of it. Be like, hey, what you think about this, Jeff? Hey, come on in, man. Come on in. Oh, they got a chair? Oh, no. I'm old school. No, ma'am. Oh, no, I'm old school. No. Oh, okay. So 2 things. Call me if you have any questions. Come on an inspection with me just so I can give you some of the main points.
Mhm.
If you have any questions, you just give me a call. Okay?
Can you give a description of what your, the inspection looks like, what you're gonna send us after you inspect the house?
So kind of like, wait, what's your question?
So the inspection that we get, the report that we get.
Yes, ma'am.
Once we finish, is it simple that people could read or what all?
Well, my reports are, I give you the detailed stuff. And then I give you a summary report. But y'all are busy growing your business. You call me up if I need to just put down A, B, C, 1, 2, 3. Or like main stuff. That's what most realtors, now I think really the detailed stuff is more so for the client. The little small stuff. Like if they're missing a splash pad, or splash block, where you have the gutters, the downspout, and the little concrete block you see right there. That's small. If it's missing, I put it on a report. That's not really important for you as a realtor. What's important to you as a realtor to represent your client is you have a AC or air handler that's in your attic. Half of the evaporator coil was changed out 2 years ago. The evaporator coil is connected to your condenser, that thing outside your house. That's the cooling part of the air handler or furnace. The correct term is really air handler, but most people call it a furnace. that's 2 years old, which is great. But you have this old heating furnace, now that's the furnace, which is really the heating part.
Mhm.
That's 20 years old. That's about to go out. So that's what's important to let me know. Okay, well, yeah, because most of the time you shouldn't change half and half. So you got the air handler furnace, you got cool and hot. It's not good to replace just one part of it. It's best to replace the entire thing. But me as an experienced inspector is going to educate you and your client, because the air handler is only 2 years old, which is good for another 18 or 20 years. But that heating furnace is not going to be working that much longer because it's almost done. It's past the service life at this point. And so I educate you on that to where you can be like, okay, hey, this furnace is 20 years old. You probably have maybe a year or two left maybe on it. So you need to budget for replacement or use the, what do you call them? Not comps.
The home warranty.
Well, that too, or maybe negotiate down on the price, whatever. What do you call it?
Concession.
Concession, that's what I'm looking for. There you go. So it's all about educating the client so that we don't get a call 3 to 6 months later. Like, I'll never forget. Oh, this is another thing too. I inspected a hot water heater. I detected a gas leak in the gas line. I put in and the gas heater was, the water heater wasn't that old. Maybe about 8 to 10 years old. They're good for 15 years. I put on the report, detect a gas leak, recommend a plumber take a look at it. 4 months later, hot water heater went out. So I asked the client called me and said, hey, the hot water heater went out. So I looked at the report. I said, well, did you get it checked by a plumber? Well, yeah, I used a seller's plumber, or maybe not plumber, because on my report I put licensed plumber, handyman. A handyman is not a licensed plumber. So they probably use, and the receipt. I said, well, do you have a receipt? Yeah, it's one of those handwritten receipts that you get at Walmart, the little the perforated ones. And guess what? The number was disconnected. So in the best interest of the client, use your own contractor instead of using homeboy, cousin, Pookie around, Pookie around the corner and stuff. So those are some good pointers. Any other question? So yes, yes, they look very intimidating if you're not in it. I try to really make my reports a lot of home inspectors want to sound like doctors and all that. It's not about that. It's all about keeping it simple, to the point, 1, 2, 3, ABC. Of course, if you have any questions, you give me a call. I do give some inspectors like just to identify the deficiencies. If you're gonna pay me $400, $500, $600, I'm gonna give you a story. I want pictures, arrows. That's the detailed one if you want to fall asleep. And I'm gonna give you the meat and potatoes one, like we say in Louisiana. That's the 1, 2, 3, ABC. Bam.
What's the typical cost of this?
Well, it's definitely based upon age and size of the house. I inspected a 5,500 square foot house over this past Saturday, and I charged $1,100 because it had pool. It was a big old. Yes, I'm certified to do pool inspections as well. Yes, ma'am, and sprinklers as well. But the average house was about 2,000, 2,500, about 450, and then I'll throw in termite for like 50 or $75 typically. I definitely encourage. Oh, I inspected a brand new house a couple months ago. They had shelter tubes, termites on a brand new house. It's guess what's going on right now? Swarming season. If you see these things that's swarming around, those are termites. You can tell the termite by the antlers. The ants have the elbows, the antennas, whatever. I'm sorry, yes, the antennas. The termites have straight antennas. The ants have the elbows with the kind of 45-degree angle.
When you say swarming, the one that be like a million in one little.
That's termite swarming season. The antenna, the termite one is straight.
Take pictures.
And call me up and like, hey, Jeff, what is this? What do you think this is? Whatever. I'm trying to think of anything else. Any other questions? No, that's more specialized. Yeah. I mess with that or generators. I don't do generators because you need to have to use that particular contractor electrician that actually was servicing that. Yeah, that's beyond my scope. Yeah, water softeners and that's beyond my scope. Now I do have a friend of mine who has he could check for lead. Yeah, he's a specialist. He could actually check for lead and stuff. So like maybe I don't know if like in the water or whatever. No, but yeah, water softener, that's a little more beyond my scope.
And so your name and number when your name is on the flyer, when your number's on the flyer.
Oh, I can give him a business call, so I got set up. Oh, yeah, I'm sorry. Oh, yeah.
Mhm.
You're not the AI technical stuff, all this technical.
On your insurance side,
Yes, ma'am.
is there any prerequisites like the other ones? So I know they're writing, but is there anything that, any requirements that they have as well
Requirements in terms of,
on your insurance side to insure the homeowner's insurance?
so I mean, so basically you're saying what is needed? So basically I just need the address, the name and date of birth. And
Well, You said
they
that,
don't-
so the State Farm and everyone else is kind of, if it ain't done by this particular time of year, they're not writing the insurance policy. Right?
well, State Farm's not writing any at all at this point. They shut that market down.
So for your insurance group that you have, that's.
I'm a broker,
required.
so I have multiple carriers. Yes,
Yeah.
ma'am.
Is there any prerequisites that they want, like it's like, I said, proof ages?
Oh,
certain
okay, I'm
amount
sorry.
of
Okay, I
time?
got,
Is
I
there
got, I
anything
apologize.
like, you know? If I send someone your
Uh,
way,
it-
I know the house
It
qualifies
varies.
for y'all.
It varies because the carriers I have, Wellington, they like older homes. They really don't care. Now, if the house, or excuse me, if the roof is 15 years or more, they'll put it on a schedule. So it'll be like an ACV roof. Meaning, what I mean by ACV, they'll depreciate it and that's something. So if it costs 20,000 to replace the roof, you maybe get only 10,000
Okay.
towards the house.
But it won't knock them out. It won't.
No.
That won't be declined.
No, I have several, and then I have a last to go to, which is a Texas Fair Plan, their state owned insurance carrier, and they're the last resort carrier. I mean, their policies are replacement costs. Do you know what replacement costs and actual cash value mean? You do? If no, okay,
No,
no.
I'm saying
Okay.
no. So,
Oh,
no.
I expect you.
No.
Okay, you have replacement costs. So if it, okay. This ring right here costs 10 grand, okay? Replacement, so if you lose it, I'll write, me as the insurance company, write you a check for 10 grand to replace that ring. If you have an actual cash value policy, how old is that ring, about 3 or 4 years old?
Probably closer to 10.
Okay, so at actual cash value, I only pay, how much did I say the first time? I'll give you 3, it's the actual, because it's depreciated, it's not, like a car. So I'm only paying you 5,000 for that ring. It's like a car, you know, your $100,000 car, when you drive off the lot, it's 75,000, the next year, yeah. So that's like an actual cash value. Or like if you get in a car accident, well, or if it's, your car is totaled. If anyone had that, but if you bought the car at 50,000, 3 years later, your car is totaled, you're only gonna get maybe about 20,000.
You're gonna get something, just not. total.
You're not gonna get a replacement car. So that's the two differences in like a homeowner's insurance policy. You have the replacement cost. So if the house is destroyed and we insured it for 300,000, you're gonna get up to 300,000.
Right.
If you have an actual cash value, more so, it's not for the house, but it's more so for the roof. So if your roof is 20 years old, you're gonna get maybe 5,000 versus getting 20,000 to replace the entire. And those numbers are not accurate, but you get the idea.
Yeah. So what do we need to do in order to close? Same.
Just
use
give
the
me
same card?
Just give me a call. Yes,
Okay.
instead of giving I'm your one-stop shop. I do pest control, termite, I do termite treatments. I'll trench it around, and if you have any, because a lot of, if you probably buy the house and you want to get that treated, I can treat the termite for you as well.
So I have a quick question. So,
Ask me. You don't have to be quick, it can be slow, we good. I got an hour and a half.
when you say trench around for like a 22 square foot house, how much do you charge for that?
It's per linear feet.
Okay, because I just actually had a friend that just.
On average, for a 2,200 square foot house, you're probably looking at about $1,200 to $1,500. Was that about the same?
It's a little bit, maybe like a little.
It depends. if you do what they call trenching, where you dig in the trench, or you can do a rod where you stick the rod in there, like a metal rod, and it sprays all. Yeah, but like I said, most of it based upon linear feet, about 12 to 1,500 in that range. So it depends upon, because I'm not trenching it. 'Cause I'm too old. I tried it one time. And I need to. Okay, I'm great. I'm great. I'm great. Yeah, I'm true. You're. I agree.
There's a card. And I hear people are repeating, this kills me or that kills me, something about kill. I forget.
Oh, you speaking it to existence, all that.
Yeah, just-
Well, I just really be joking. I'm very confident in my stuff. Cause I train Kung Fu and stuff. I fight these 23-year-olds. Now I'm only good for about a minute and a half. And I'm like, okay, and they're 20 years old and I'm 30 years old. And now I'm gonna take a break now. But I do, but yeah, you're absolutely right. I won't just stop it. But I'm very confident in my stuff. Though. But I appreciate the love from you. No, please. No, please. No, please get me on track now. Get me on track. No, I receive it very well. Thank you, ma'am.
No, so
Yes,
I was
Mr.
gonna
Mayor.
ask, so when it comes to inspection, everybody is different in cost? Or is it the same across the board, or which one of the services?
What's your question? What do you mean? Like, yeah.
Oh, I guess.
I think you think about inspection.
And
Depending on how big the house is.
are you talking about the cost you're talking about? Yes, it depends upon the age of the house, if there's a pool back there. Really, the age is a big one, because if it's the older home, and we're not code inspectors, but we know enough about code to know, like the new panels, you have 2 ground rods within 6 feet apart. Well, that's the newer codes. You have to have the arc fault protection that prevents overheating of your wires. That's the newer code that came out. Now in the state of Texas, if it's not there, it's like a beat-in panels that were done in the 90s or the early 2000s. So we have to write it as a deficiency. Now that's not a big cost. It's probably about $500 to $1,000 to upgrade it.
You have to do this and hold on.
Well, if I'm inspecting it and I have to write as a deficiency if the arc fault breaker isn't there. Basically, it's just a safety feature of the panel to prevent overheating of your wires to your different circuits.
So would that stop the buyer from being able to?
You
Well,
have to educate.
Educate.
Well, I'm asking, cause like I said, we knew. So
No, it's all
I
right.
really don't even know what y'all
But
talking
that's
about
the,
here.
I know.
Well, that's why I
Don't
encourage,
try to-
that's why I encourage, if you got an hour, you're like, hey, Jeff, you got a home inspection going on this week?
I was
Yeah,
not to
come
do
on.
that.
Yeah, we should all do it.
I would-
Because
yeah.
everybody.
I highly encourage
And
it.
then
And let me tell you, I
also-
do train Kung Fu and I carry. All my lady realtors, nah, you're on your own. I don't care if it's 12 o'clock daylight. I'ma walk you to your car, make sure you're good. Cause I got a mama and a wife and 2 daughters, so I'm very old school.
I love
Oh, real
I
quick,
love
this is how I
this.
was raised. I got to holler at my dad real quick.
Mhm.
My mom is 73. She has never put gas in the car.
I love it.
When dad closed his eyes after we kind of got ourselves together, I said, Dad, don't worry about it. I'm gonna make sure mom always has a full tank of gas. So, I mean, that's just who I came from. So if you're a lady oh no, ma'am, no, like I said, you're on your own, buddy. But I mean, I want to make sure, I mean, if you need my help, now I got your back, But just be careful out there, ladies, because it's crazy. Oh, I got to share this real story real quick. Oh, I'm sorry, let me finish the question. Remind me, ma'am, about the story that I gotta share.
Okay.
And I remember, okay.
No, but I just was wondering, like, cause you said when Laverne asked about the last question you asked, and you said it was 1,200, then Margaret, oh my God, everybody's names is jumbled to me. Asked another question and you said it was like $400 or $500. So.
Oh, this
I
for a
was just-
termite. Well, everybody has their kind of different
And
price.
that's what I was gonna ask too.
Yeah, it
So
varies.
is it like? 'Cause
It's not
what is
across the board.
other? Is that not the inspection?
The
The appraisal
appraisal?
is one price, right? That's the
No.
one thing.
It depends on your.
Which one is the one thing that don't never change? It's
The
the same.
amount, the price. There's never change.
Oh, one of them.
They all vary, cause they.
Because they.
The type is one price.
The
title
survey?
So-
That can change.
So-
So
Some is one price. I'm sorry. Oh, God.
That's
I
all
don't
The
know.
land survey. Is that what you're talking about?
No.
Like,
But everything the company is gonna say, everything
Different
is the
prices.
company, everything is the square footage, everything is the age of the home, everything is the person doing it. Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
So it's just,
There's no,
Even titles have different prices. Yeah.
yes.
So look, I'm waiting to see what the one thing is that is the same, you know.
But I tell everybody, you don't wanna,
yes,
I consider my price,
A client, you know, or be confident and say how much a price is to, you always tell them, well,
Yeah.
that's up to the title server, or that's up to, you know.
and you can call me up and ask for my prices.
Yeah.
And I know some realtors be like, hey, yes. But you can say, hey, I've worked with Jeff Mouton at Who Dat, but I have to send you a couple extra more. But Jeff at Who Dat's a good inspector.
right.
But
I get
you
that
do your
because,
due
like,
diligence, that way
uh,
it's the liabilities are for you.
So like right now, for an example, I'm in the process of purchasing a house, so I'm sitting on both sides of the table.
All right.
So
there
the
you go.
realtor is
Well,
the buyer,
I'll give you
right?
this, I'll give you 50% discount.
So,
Okay, there you go. I got you.
right?
And a free termite inspection too. I got you, I got you.
So it's like, I feel better when I've worked, like all of my clients who I'm sending to the lender, I send them to my lender, cause I know she.
Yeah, you got a relationship with
You
them.
know what I'm, yes, the
Yeah,
relationship,
That's
so,
his- and that's why I'm not into AI and, I mean, I know this, but I'm into relationship.
Right.
Cooking for you, hey, I'm 24/7 pretty much, and you call me anytime, weekend, 7 days a week.
because I can tell the difference, like even when I do the self transfer over the phone, like my clients, like it creates more credibility for us, for the brokerage, for me as the realtor, for the lender, right? So, because if I'm speaking, people can tell when you BS, right? So
That's
if
right.
I'm speaking like, oh my God, Jeff is the man,
Yeah.
he doing this, he doing that, and that's how I do them with Miss Tanya, my lender, and then even if they do feel anxious, I can tell it brings like
Mhm.
okay,
Yeah.
cause they'd have been burnt or
Mhm.
then lied to and all this other kind of stuff from other people. So yes, I'm definitely gonna come, make some time.
In fact, what'd be great
It'll
is
be,
we can
it's gonna
expect,
have to be on a Monday or Friday
that's fine,
with
you're
us,
fine.
cause that's when we virtual,
Right.
Monday and Friday.
And it'd be great for you to inspect your house and maybe you can invite some of your partners and come
Okay.
here.
No problems.
Yeah, and I can go over,
It could be
things
a
I look for. Yeah. And like I said, that will just bring, cause I'm gonna tell you how I learned that. There was a realtor that I used and she was just kind of getting into it.
Mhm.
And the chimney vent, it was an older house.
Mhm.
You know what what do you call it? The Leaning Tower of Pisa looks like, where it's like that? It had that gangster lean like this.
No.
And so, and the issue with the client was, this was their second inspection, and she felt that the realtor can be more the consultative approach, but like I mentioned earlier, hey, I'm not a licensed inspector, but that chimney is leaning, and that probably would be a major issue later on. Just some basic stuff. I mean, you don't have to whip out the outlet tester and check for GFCIs and all that, but just look at basic stuff. And and like, even at brand new houses, and I could, like for brand new houses, encourage brand new home inspections, because let me tell you why. These are three main things that I find wrong with that. Oh, I expect there's one, it was a $600,000 house. The thermostat downstairs controlled the upstairs and vice versa. They were reversed. Brand new, I can't remember the builder. Another thing is too, I find openings in attics. Guess what? That's entry points for rodents. A mouse can get through a crack like that small. The AC is not balanced. This is another big one. Let's see here. Probably a return. See, this is okay. So in your house where you have these vents that's sticking out a little bit.
Yes.
Those are what we call a supply register. So that's the coolness that you feel. Okay. Where you change your filter. That's what I'm looking for. Okay, that's your return. So it's like the air handler that's in the attic. That's going through your return. So when you put it up there, it kind of sucks up. That's going in your unit. And that's probably a supply register, so yeah, that's your supply. Remember this number, 15. The register or the return, let's say is 70 degrees. Your supply register that you actually feel the coolness from has to be 15 degrees cooler. That's to make sure your AC is balanced. That has to be, so if that's the filter is 70, your register is 55, then it's great. If it's 70 in the return and 60, it's not balanced. So it either needs some more refrigerant, or you may need to replace that filter, or it needs to be serviced completely. So those are some things, like I said, while you going on inspection and taking on notes and stuff, those are some things that you can learn. But like, yeah, I know this inspector, you said, yeah, it should be 15, about 15 degrees or so. And not the fact that you have to put the temp gun out or whatever. I wouldn't worry about that, but you can say, but that's why you want to get an inspection done, even at brand new houses. So, low water pressure, I find that, am I good on time?
2 out.
2 out, there you go. No, I'm
As long as they willing to sit in with.
oh,
you.
no, I think they're still entertaining it.
Still people online.
Oh,
Yes.
yeah, 2, I see 2. Hey, yeah, I see the AI,
No, we know her, so she's a real person.
okay. No, I'm sorry. I love you, man. I'm sorry.
Avatar.
I know the avatar thing, yeah. I love to see your face in person, man. I'm old school. But what was I gonna say?
Yeah.
So those are something like, the water pressure.
The water pressure.
Okay, so the temperature differential should be what?
15 degrees.
The PSI stands for pounds per square inch. You can say water pressure. Should be between 60 and 80. If it's greater than 80, you need a regulator, pressure regulator, because it's too much stress on your piping. If you have below 60, that's not enough pressure.
Mhm.
Who likes to have a little drip shower? No.
Nobody.
There you go. So those are 2 main, so for new houses, what's the range for the water pressure?
60 to 80.
60 and
So if it's do you want the, cause I like a good strong
Yep, that's
shower. So
great.
You want it to be, that's where it
You don't want
come
it
at
ba-
the 80?
Yeah, you don't want it greater than 80
Right,
because
not
that's
greater
too
than
much.
80, but that's the 80 when it's.
Right. 70, I like to see 70, but if it's 80, I'll pass it. But if it's 85, I recommend plumber install a pressure regulator.
does that also play a part in your water bill as far as how much?
It could, yeah, absolutely.
The harder the pressure, the bigger the bill?
Yeah, you're absolutely right on that. Mhm.
And I'm just asking that because I love those, the water. I guess it's all yeah.
Now we gotta have a week.
Okay. All right, I know I throw a lot down at you, and you can take some notes. I don't know if you want to take some notes. Well, you probably do stuff on your phone too, yeah, you.
No, that's not good.
Oh,
It's being recorded. Oh, yeah.
oh, good, okay. So, I'm gonna give you a couple main bullet points too.
Okay.
Hot water heater, if it's greater than 15 years old, it's gonna fail on you soon. Well, that's the typical. My hot water heater is 19 years old, still burning my hand. But I have to document 15 years old.
Said hot water
Yeah.
heater.
15 for the hot water heater, 15 years for your AC condenser, the thing outside,
Both of them, hot water heater and the AC condenser.
Yes, ma'am.
15 years.
15 years. Now you got it going on.
Got lucky.
This is another thing too.
It was the thing about God.
Amen.
Hallelujah.
It's called a coil cleaner. Write that down for me. You can go to Home Depot or Amazon for you, man. I'm sorry, I keep on teasing
Like that, man.
because I wish I was 30 years younger. Well, not mentally, wisdom wise, no, but I wish 50 I was younger. It's called a coil. Girl, I wish I was.
He said 30
I'm
years
50,
younger.
30 years from me.
He said 30 years younger.
Yeah, my knees. And then I moved my daughter out of her dorm a couple days ago. And man, I'm talking about I had Epsom salt, green rub and alcohol, and I was done. I'm just teasing with that. But we be family. What was I gonna say?
Coil cleaner.
Coil cleaner. Okay.
Coil cleaner.
Turn your AC unit off. Now, y'all are independent women, I'm gonna explain to you, but, you know, if you have a, you know, I'm old school,
So
so
when you
get
say
the man in
turn
your
it on,
life to
you
do
mean
it.
the
Turn
regular
your,
outside?
no,
Oh, just
no.
the AC at the
Yeah, just turn off the AC unit. It's called a coil, COIL cleaner. You know, the condenser, the thing that has different fins on it? You spray this coil cleaner all in those fins. They're kind of like little aluminum looking fins. They call them fins.
Okay, so the condition is outside. So
Yes,
every
outside.
unit outside
The
that
big
has-
unit.
Yeah.
No, not the big unit in the attic, the one outside. There you go. The outside one.
Great thing outside.
All right.
It's
Yeah.
great.
No, the big,
The great,
that's the condenser.
yes.
Oh, okay.
It's the one outside that go.
Yeah.
There you go, fan, there you go.
We used to sit on them as a kid.
There you go.
Yeah.
Well, I wouldn't suggest it.
I know.
But, spray that coil cleaner. It's like a foam. Now I'm old school, so if you have a man in your life, make him do it. But if not, y'all are independent women. If you, okay, well, y'all do it, yes. But anyway, turn the AC off, the thermostat. Spray that foam, it's like a shaving cream. And let it sit for about 15 minutes. Now make sure you're getting those fins, that's on the side of it. They look like aluminum, it's like, they call them fins. Spray it, let it sit for 10, 15 minutes, okay? Take the water hose and spray it down. Do it twice a year. Your AC, I promise you, will get 5 to 10 degrees cooler. Guaranteed.
So when you spray that foam through those feet,
I don't need it.
Don't do the top, that's the side one,
the side,
the side.
so inside of that is the fan.
Well, the
so
fan's
is
at
it-
the
is that
top,
gonna get
and
on-
then, no, I mean, it's okay if it gets on top of it, but the main thing is it's on the sides. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, so okay, so you have the big condenser, you have the little skinny things upside, the downside, what do you call it, the back. But in the center is the fan that turns.
So the fan is normally at the top.
Yeah, mine is.
It's not at the top. He's, okay, so she's saying center, you're thinking middle. She's not saying it. So she's at the top. Yeah, at the top.
Oh, okay, there you go,
Yeah,
okay. Okay, but
Okay,
it's on the sides, it's from the AC condenser fans.
okay, so the fan is in the middle of the condenser.
Yeah, at the top.
At the top, there you go, okay, there you go.
Top in the middle.
It's sitting at the top.
Hold on,
Oh.
See what I'm saying?
Well, you
It's-
can see.
The
through
motor is under it. The fan is, like, when you look down on it, the thing you see is the
It's
fan.
fan.
That's why we're saying it's at the top.
I didn't know it was something underneath there. I was
Yeah,
thinking
it's
the
the-
fan was down.
But I guess you can call it like the guts of the fan, but you'll see these metal,
Yeah, no, I know what you're talking about,
things,
that
okay.
part. I just wanna make sure I'm not supposed to be spraying the fan.
I mean, it's not gonna hurt it, but the main thing is you want the foam to get on on those fins. Just spray it all in there, let it sit for 15 minutes. Take the water hose and spray it down. Your ace, that's gonna help, you know, clean out your condenser. It's gonna save you about 100 to 200 bucks, where an AC company will charge you for that. And plus you'll notice a 5 to 10 degree difference. Cool. Of course, you can get it at Home Depot. Just type in coil,
Does it
ma'am.
affect the bill?
Yeah, it's gonna make your unit more efficient. Yes, ma'am. Absolutely.
So
And then how do you clean the foam after the 10, 15
Water
minutes with water?
Water it
And you
down
make sure
really
you're
good.
spraying it down at an
Right.
angle.
Yes,
Spray.
there you go. And
Not
then
straight
you
in.
could take like a,
Cause I
of course,
would've
turn
been
it, turn it off, but you're gonna probably see grass
Turn
all
off the
around there.
AC unit.
Turn off the AC
From the
unit.
inside.
Yeah.
Then from
From
And
the
then
house-
you
from
could
the
maybe
house.
take a,
Thing.
some kind of, something, whatever, hanger, whatever, to take the grass off, because I'm sure there's grass that's kind of,
And so that was my
clogging
next question. So at the bottom, on top of the concrete part that it sits on, or inside of the condenser, it's like all leaves and things. You basically have to spray the water to clean that.
well,
out?
I would clean that out first. So
How
get
do
you,
you clean
you
it?
can get like a, I don't know, like a screwdriver or something like that, and
Oh,
try to, just try, I mean, it's not gonna be sparkling clean, but at least try to get as much
No,
as that grass. Yes, you wanna do that. And like I said, the coil cleaner foam, yeah.
Okay, cool.
that's a good little tidbit.
Say do it twice a year.
Twice a year, absolutely. And like I said, AC company will charge you a couple $100 to do that. When it's on the can, will cost you maybe 10, 12 bucks.
Wow.
In fact, it was $9 to be exact at Home Depot. Just go for AC coil cleaner. So 3, 4 main things I want you to know about. New homes have openings in the attic majority of the time. I will find them. What I do is before I even get in the attic, I turn the light off. And I look for sunlight coming in. That's And you will see sunlight coming in because those are what they call soffit vents. Those are things that you look underneath the shingles, kind of like we call them eaves, those little holes you see. That's soffit vents. That allows your attic to breathe. But sometimes you see, majority I see openings over the garage. We call it the gable, the little triangle that's over the garage. That's called the gable. So normally they're not sealed and the flashings are loose. But anyway, openings in attics, AC is not balanced. What's the temperature differential supposed to be? The difference?
15?
Bam, there you go. You teach them very well there, Brother David.
Talking that.
Yeah. But you teaching them to learn, because that's what you go to college for, high school. You learning to learn. Yeah.
Okay, so I need to clarify something. So when you said you can see sunlight coming from different places, are you not supposed to see sunlight? 'Cause
Well, you have to have a trained eye, but sometimes you see, and I can show you pictures of it to where it's around the gable area over your garage. That's where I know we see openings because they got this metal strip plate that's about that wide. That's a flashing, a counter flashing.
But those are places you're supposed to see the sunlight coming.
No,
Oh, so
not around there.
where are you supposed to?
It's
see
the soffit vents. It look like this almost. If you go like here's your roof right here, and then they got a horizontal part.
Right.
Just look underneath this horizontal part. That's where you're gonna see soffit
You will
vents.
see.
Yes, ma'am. And that's acceptable. It's just I look for light that's not uniform, it's in a weird place. So that's okay, but that's an opening that needs to be sealed. Yeah.
Is it safe to walk? Well, I can't say if it's safe because you guys probably do. I want to walk through my own attic, right?
You can.
Okay, and I can walk through anywhere, just stay.
Well, you want what they call it the catwalk or the joy.
Walk.
I mean, I don't encourage it, but you make sure you know what you're doing. I've never fell through a roof, but there has been some homes. Now, if you don't see, they call it catwalk, so
Okay.
that wooden
That goes
board,
straight. Who got you?
that's safe to walk under.
Right.
But make sure if you see that snow stuff, that
Mhm.
insulation,
Yeah, that's
The
what.
peak.
and you don't see what's underneath there,
Don't step
on
Right.
that, because
Yeah,
you
no,
don't
I
know if that's
wouldn't.
just the drywall, because you'll see. I
Yeah,
mean, I know
but
you're
you-
smaller than
no,
I am.
wouldn't,
Yeah.
but step on that part anyway, because I don't know what's under it, so I'm usually trying to stay on the wheels.
Stay on the wood.
Yeah.
Yeah, call me if you be like, hey, Jeff, is this okay? Step out there, I'll look at it, but probably not.
Well, I go
Err
right
on the
there
side of
anyway,
caution.
and I do walk as far as I can see the wood. I just
Yeah.
haven't ventured out way to the other side.
Got you.
I'll go over there. But no, I know
Exactly.
about the pink stuff.
Through like a room, or like the closet. To my stepbrother.
Yeah, you don't want to do that.
You fell through the closet.
Yeah, you don't want to do that.
Yeah, no, I'm definitely only gonna step where I know I can.
There
step,
you
when
go.
I see what I'm stepping on.
Exactly. And the water pressure should be what?
Yeah.
Mm-mm.
60 to 80.
There you go.
Okay, you got that
There
one,
you
right?
What's another really, that's okay. Foundation. That's pretty important. Now, what you want to do is when you're in the house and you're going around, look at your openings, like your windows. If you see this I call it pigtail line that's kind of curly,
Yeah, that's fine.
your house is shifting.
Gotcha. Oh,
Uh,
that shifted.
In the windowsill.
You don't see it at the corners or on the doors.
Mhm.
So look around your doors and your windows. If you see some crack, now, if it's a straight crack like that around, we call that a seam crack.
If it's what again?
A seam, if it's a straight
Okay,
kind
that's a
of
So if I
separate.
picture like this.
But if it's
So-
angled and kind of
Angled.
curly like that,
It's foundation.
that's more structural. And then,
So
you-
theme is not structural.
no,
Oh,
a seam is just a little small, it's
Like
almost
that.
kind of like this, yeah.
yeah, okay, so that's.
And that's just the house is kind of
Yeah.
shifting and they
That's
call it
not-
the tape, all that, the control, all these, how they tape all this stuff and seal it, mudding and all
Yeah,
that. That's just a house.
And
which
those
is
can be
okay.
fixed right now.
yeah.
Not
Those are
really.
cosmetic.
That's cosmetic. But if you see a door or a window and you see that squiggly line,
Yeah, we need to not buy that house.
no, it could be repaired.
You just-
But foundation, this is why I tell everybody, anything can be repaired.
Yeah,
And I don't scare your buyer or your client if I see some squiggly lines.
Well,
because
see, that's me now talking as the client.
Buyer.
All right, like.
if you,
Yeah.
see- well, that's why you won't get an inspection. But
Yeah.
I'm not one to be like, well, if I see multiple things going on, like, let's talk about foundation real quick.
Right.
If the door scrapes against the bottom, it doesn't, you're right. It won't close all the way. If you see squiggly lines, if you see step cracks in the brick,
Mm-hmm,
you have multiple things going on.
that's a no.
Definitely want to recommend, no, you don't recommend a foundation first, a foundation can be repaired.
Yeah.
But
But,
is
yeah,
that expensive though?
I mean, what size house do you have about?
The one that it's between 15 and 1,700.
That's, if you need a complete, now sometimes you don't need a complete elevation or leveling. You may just need one corner that needs to be elevated to, to be level. That could be 2,000 or 3,000. Now to totally level your entire house at that size, you're probably looking at about 5,000, 5,000 to 6,000.
You.
That's a pass for me.
You think so?
Yeah.
For a 1,500 square foot house?
And
Think so?
that I just did,
How much, what was the quote you got?
for that, I
Yeah.
think it was 5, but the square footage of the house, and it wasn't a lot. It was only 5,000, but HCLT, they recommended the foundation person that somebody that had been working.
And they leveled the whole house? Just a portion
You know
of it.
what, I think it was just a portion, I don't think it
Yeah,
was all,
I'm
oh,
saying,
it wasn't,
So
because when you.
For
say
5,000,
when you say
5 to 7,000.
it could be 12 holes or 6 holes.
Yeah,
it just kinda
yeah.
depends on-
Depending on how many holes.
Yeah.
And if
how
you
many
mean-
holes.
If you gotta dig, but to level the house, don't they gotta dig into the concrete in the
They
house?
do.
Yeah.
Well, maybe close to 10, I don't know, 5,000. So, I mean, I'm,
Cause I had
That's
a
a
dude
pass.
come look at a
For
thing, man, it was
Shantae.
like 25 grand.
Really?
But it was a larger home.
Pool gun.
Oh, okay, okay.
It wasn't. Like, I was like, 27 square feet.
Those 20,000,
And it was a single
really?
story.
I guess I'm not,
Foundation was jacked, it was jacked, but I mean, they had to put the holes in there.
oh, okay, well, yeah, that's major, yeah, yeah.
It's about 10.
Yeah, well, 5 to 10, but you can still negotiate the pricing down, yeah.
I gotta do that on the level 5, I need this. Like,
Well, maybe not that size house, maybe about, well, for that size house, I was thinking about maybe 12 to 15. That, I guess maybe I need to be updated. Okay. Well, I typically try not to put too many numbers out there, but like, call the expert up. About 22? Oh, wow. Man, I'm in the wrong business.
But what it is, they got so much work right now. Even at those prices, they could start for like a month and a half.
Really? Oh, they're in high demand. Wow. Oh, also make sure that it's getting summertime, when we're not getting a lot of water in your house, and you start seeing the separation from the dirt to the house. That dirt acts as support for your house. So if there's that separation due to not being wet, moist from rain and all that, it can allow the house to shift and move, and that's gonna cause foundation cracks too. So make sure that, make sure you water all around your foundation. Yeah.
What about putting sand?
Yeah, but that's important, but make sure you keep it moist because the moistness keeps it adds the support to your house. So you don't want to, when you start seeing that separation when it's dry, make sure you get the water hose before it gets to that point.
Say that again. From the dirt to the house, say that again.
Just from it drying up and shriveling up, that can cause foundation crack. Or your house to shift, and that's gonna cause foundation
So
crack.
what about when you see them, the driveways for the garage and they have all them cracks in there? Is that bad?
Oh, I find that in brand new house. That's just house selling and all that. Even in brand new houses, I find those
Cracks.
settlement, that's a settlement cracks, yeah.
Mhm.
Oh, yeah, the driveway and and in the garage. House a month old, you'll see small little cracks. Those are those small cracks. Those are minor, yeah.
Do you do, multiple units,
I can.
multi-family?
Yep, I'm certified commercial.
Okay. Oh, you are.
Yes, ma'am.
You missed that part.
Yep, I'm CCPIA, commercial certified property inspector, associated. Yeah. But this is why I tell the clients, anything could be repaired and fixed. So if there's a foundation that needs to be done and it costs 15 or 20 grand, that's something that's possible. It can be repaired. And
Yeah,
y'all do your.
money. I'm
They got
a
it. They
single
got
mother.
There you go.
They got it. They got the money.
Oh, yeah, there you go.
I have got quotes that were like a $10,000 difference.
They got the
Oh,
money.
wow. So,
Mhm,
yeah.
They got the money.
mhm, mhm.
It's the- I don't know.
They got
Yeah.
the money. Hey,
Yeah.
we talking about manifestation. man.
Exactly.
Right?
Yeah,
I'm with you.
there you go.
I'm with you. You better stop saying it.
That's right. There you go.
Keep showing up because you keep saying it.
Yeah,
When you stop saying it, it'll stop showing up.
exactly. So any other questions? I gotta hit to my next one here.
Appreciate
You,
it.
Yes, sir.
Good ex-
all over Houston?
Appreciate it, sir.
Are you?
Oh, sir, I'm Magnolia, all the way down to Galveston. My license says state of Texas. If the price is right, I'll be
It will go.
state of Texas.
See, I
Well,
like the money.
if the price is right, if the price is right.
Right.
Money.
Yeah.
What about the story?
Yes, before you leave the story.
Hold on, hold on.
Uh-oh.
They actually write it down.
Do you want this one?
Let's see, hold on. What was I talking about?
All the pictures up,
The
and then
story.
we can-
Yeah, they-
Oh, I don't know. I don't know how to
Wait,
do.
wait, don't.
Hold on.
Oh, don't, oh,
Don't
okay.
send us your invitation.
That's true. That's right. Yeah, I'm challenged. Story. What was I talking about with the
Think we were
story?
talking about- Hold on. Do you want the story on the eyes?
Yeah, that's fine. I should. What else we going to AC? What was I talking
We talked
about?
about AC, then we were talking about, water pressure.
It was right before the quote.
The ring. Whenever you ask about for how long does she have that ring for? And
Yeah.
yeah, talk about cars.
Did it have something to do with being 50-something and 30?
I was so.